Sales or marketing, which one's more important? When I was 17, I started watching TED Talks in high school. So it was year 12. And if I wasn't going to a party on Friday, I'd fall asleep listening to TED Talks. So what happened was, there's obviously 52 weeks in a year. Let's just say 30 of those weeks, I'd fall asleep listening to certain ideas, frameworks, ways of thinking that were reframing my reality. It led me to trying a bunch of different business ideas. I tried YouTube channels where I was teaching people how to play songs on guitar. I grew up very musical. I tried multi-level marketing. Obviously tried the agency model multiple times. Tried drop shipping multiple times. I had a cleaning business. I've had multiple nightclubs / events, only one or two of them successful. Multiple different businesses, multiple different jobs, been fired from many jobs, you name it, probably experienced it. And at 25 years old, what's allowed me to build a legitimate marketing / sales company to 30 cumulative staff across Melbourne, Sydney, Canberra, ACT, Gold Coast, Eastern Europe, and the Philippines is my ability to sell. And not in the sense of, oh, you gotta sell to, get a job and you gotta convince people that you're worthy. No, I'm talking about, like right now, I live in this apartment with my brother and another good friend of mine. Well, all young entrepreneurs, all sub 30, or all sub 27. And what's largely allowed us to even get this property with this incredible view was my ability to communicate to various individuals in the application process that we are ideal candidates opposed to other people, and that we are the best fit. And a lot of it was frame control, a lot of it was being an effective communicator and communicating high status whilst demonstrating integrity. And you can read about sales. I set out on a goal in 2020 to read 80 books in a year. I fell short, I hit 61. And in that year, I experienced what some might call a psychological or personal development growth spurt. But with many things in life, there's always a lag. Ty Lopez and a few other people say it's always going to take an extra 2 to 3 years longer than you think when you try to set a goal. So a lot of the things that I read about and the skills that I adopted in 2020 when I had that reading goal weren't able to be properly utilized until I was about 24, 23 years old. And now at 25, nearly 26 at the end of the year, I'm able to use them more than ever. So sales or marketing? Marketing is incredible. I think a lot of people blur the two. And they are related. They're more like cousins, not brothers and sisters. Sales is primarily a one-to-one activity. So if I'm communicating with you one-to-one on a Zoom call or face-to-face at a meeting, essentially that's sales. It's your ability to communicate and convince one-to-one, in essence. Now, marketing, distilled or simplified, is the ability to basically communicate one message to many. In this day and age, your ability to market can make you wealthy, but your ability to sell will get you to survive. If I lost everything today, no name, no brand, no nothing, no YouTube channel, no clients, no staff, the most inexpensive way for me to make it all back again and more would be my ability to sell. But for example, right now we're chasing the goal of 1 to 200K a month in revenue. Marketing is largely the tool or the vehicle that will get me to that goal. Because me and my sales team can only cold call so many people in a day. Can only send out so many emails in a day. But the ability for us to use Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, email marketing, retargeting, and a bunch of other strategies allows us to not just attack locally, nationally, or even internationally, but allows us to do it in hyperscale and with extreme speed and velocity. So I'm going to keep revisiting this question because I feel like it will continue to evolve, whether I believe it's marketing or sales, but so far, I think I will stick with sales.